Okay, the next film we're reviewing is Sex and the City 2, and this is just a big head shaker. Not good. See, now I don't understand how a once brilliant TV show turned into a walking product placement for high-maintenance society. I mean, its former comedic values just seem to take itself a little too seriously now, and has lost itself from what it originally was supposed to be. Now, I know Sex and the City has always appealed to the high-maintenance, Prada shopping, Gossip Girl watching, yada yada yada, Revlon factory carrying in their purse kind of people. But the fact of the matter is that the TV show once at least had a subtle, I guess satirical commentary on promiscuity, which, it didn't, glorify it necessarily, more that it was just, kind of laughing at it. But now it just seems as though it's just all taken itself into a deeper realm of shallow living. Now, of course, Kim Cattrall, Cynthia Nixon, Kristen Davis, and of course, led by Miss Sarah Jessica Parker herself, are all back, and now they're off to Abu Dhabi. It's basically the same stuff we've seen a million times, only in Abu Dhabi. Now, all four of these actresses are very talented, but, well, except for Sarah Jessica Parker, but we all know I don't like her very much. The other three are talented. Maybe the fourth one would be Chris Noth. But the fact of the matter is that this movie just seems to be just going through the revolving door that this whole franchise has been going through, like it did in the final two or three seasons of its show, and the first film. Now, again, TV shows turned into films are borderline hit or miss. This one is a big miss. The fact of the matter is that they should have capitalized on this when it was at its peak back in the late 90s, early 2000s. That is a big problem that a lot of TV shows that turn into movies have. Now, look for example the South Park movie. The South Park movie came out after the show's second season. The show was red hot after midway through its first season. The show was still at its peak when the movie came out. The movie was a hit. It was critically acclaimed. It was brilliant. It was well written. South Park is still a well written show, but really, I wouldn't know if I want to see a movie about it right now, because they've pretty much lampooned everything that's significant to pop culture society already on their show. Now, that's the backlash of having a movie, a TV show turn into a movie coming out at the peak of the show too, is that South Park's creativity actually went down for about 2 or 3 seasons until finally recovering later on. But the thing was with Sex and the City is that it's the type of show that could have recovered. I think it's not a cartoon for one thing. It's a smart comedy, HBO-like comedy. But again, it just seems like it was the wrong time for it. If it had the same themes that the show had back in its early days, it could have been really funny. It could have been, as enjoyable as it once was. But now it's just nothing but the same old crap, and that doesn't mean what it once meant. And I just cannot watch this anymore without my IQ dropping 40 points every time Sarah Jessica Parker narrates the most obvious line. So Big and I went home after that. Seriously, that's some of the narration she gives in this movie. Why do we need that? I don't know. It's so little, but it bugs me. I guess I was just looking for things to bug me in this movie, because already I was annoyed in the first 5 minutes. Sex and the City 2 is just so drony and idiotic. I cannot recommend it clearly. I give it half a star out of 5.